#Tesla Inferno, arson attacks fuel protests against Musk's reign. The flames engulfing Tesla vehicles aren't just the result of faulty batteries. They're a fiery symbol of escalating protests against Elon Musk and his controversial leadership. The recent arrest of Paul Hyon Kim, 36, on multiple felony arson charges in Las Vegas throws a stark spotlight on the increasingly volatile climate surrounding the electric vehicle giant. Kim, currently incarcerated at the Clark County Detention Center, stands accused of launching a Molotov cocktail attack on a Tesla service center earlier this month, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The incident, captured on security footage, depicted a figure cloaked in darkness hurling incendiary devices into parked Teslas, transforming the once sleek vehicles into blazing infernos. The words "resist" spray-painted across the building's entrance serve as a chilling testament to the depth of the simmering unrest. This Las Vegas incident is far from an isolated event. It's a chilling crescendo in a symphony of escalating attacks on Tesla facilities across the United States. The Guardian has meticulously documented a disturbing pattern: Molotov cocktails raining down on showrooms, swastikas defacing property, bullets shattering windows, a brutal campaign of vandalism targeting almost 20 Tesla showrooms and charging stations. The sheer scale of the destruction speaks volumes. The deliberate targeting of these facilities isn't just random vandalism. It's a calculated assault fueled by a complex confluence of anger and political frustration. The underlying fury stems from a potent cocktail of factors, primarily centered around Elon Musk's controversial role and the ramifications of his cost-cutting measures. The narrative is far from simple, weaving together complex threads of political ideology and corporate power. Critics point to Musk's high-profile association with the previous administration and his perceived disregard for worker rights and environmental concerns. This has galvanized powerful opposition. The protests, ranging from peaceful demonstrations to acts of violence, reflect a deep-seated discontent with his leadership and the perceived impact of his policies. The Las Vegas Sheriff's Department described the attack as a targeted attack, a carefully planned act of defiance. Assistant Sheriff Dory Corrin, during a press conference, grimly detailed the scene. Upon arrival, officers discovered several vehicles on fire, as well as the word "resist" spray-painted on the front doors of the business. At least 5 Tesla vehicles were damaged, to include at least 2 of which were engulfed in flames. The sheer scale of the destruction underscores the intensity of the protest movement. The gravity of the situation has prompted a swift and decisive response. The Las Vegas Police Department and the FBI are jointly investigating the incident as potential terrorism, a classification echoed by Elon Musk himself. The federal agency is further expanding its investigation to encompass other similar incidents involving Molotov cocktails at Tesla facilities nationwide. The escalating violence has prompted the FBI to establish a dedicated task force to address the growing threat, signaling the seriousness with which the authorities are treating the situation. The political landscape is further fueling this fire, with statements from prominent political figures labeling these attacks as acts of terrorism. The situation is rapidly escalating beyond mere corporate disputes. These attacks are not simply expressions of anger. They represent a deeply unsettling trend of escalating violence linked to political divisions and corporate accountability. The arrest of Paul Hyon Kim, while significant, only scratches the surface of a much larger and more complex issue. The investigation is ongoing, and the full extent of the conspiracy, if any, remains to be uncovered. This wave of violence underscores the precariousness of the current socio-political climate. The simmering tensions surrounding Musk's leadership and the broader political landscape are clearly boiling over. The burning Teslas serve as a chilling reminder of the potentially devastating consequences of unchecked anger and the urgent need for dialogue, understanding, and a concerted effort to de-escalate this volatile situation before it spirals further out of control. The question remains, will this serve as a wake-up call, or will the flames continue to spread? The future holds the answer, and the stakes are undeniably high. The ongoing investigation promises to unravel the complex web of motivations and connections behind these attacks, potentially shedding light on broader trends within the protest movement and raising fundamental questions about corporate accountability and political polarization in the modern era. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the far-reaching consequences of unchecked dissent.